She learns to put the children first above everything else. I think she will. I think she will, and start her own business. She'd be very successful. But the biggest problem, Karini's biggest problem, her biggest flaw is she has no self confidence. She has no confidence in herself at all. She'll say, "I don't speak English." She speaks English very well, and then she'll say other things like, "I'm ugly. I'm this. I'm that." Like, I don't see you as ugly. I'm not sure where you're getting that from, but everything in her life she has low confidence on, which is sad. But I think in the next 6 to 8 months, I think she'll be hopefully be able to improve that with therapy, and I think they're giving her some medications to help her out with too. And if she meets the right people and hangs around the right friends and creates a good, strong social circle that's healthy and not toxic, I think she'll thrive and she'll do great personally. Like I said, right now I'm doing a lot of things solo. I'm working on things on my own. And it looks to be positive. So I'll get those things taken care of. So financially, there'll be stuff taken care of, so the kids will be able to have the best possible life. So we both got to focus on our own little things we got to work on right now. But no, I do actually, like I said, I wish her the absolute best, and hopefully everything goes good for her. Just the main thing is she's got to realize she's got to make the best possible decisions. We did a lot of crazy, stupid stuff, from the things that we did in the past and things that happened. We made a lot of poor decisions and made a lot of craziness happen, and we both got to work on our own demons. Our marriage could never survive until both of our demons got worked out. Even I don't think either one of us could have another relationship till both of our demons got worked out either. So we both need to take care of our own things and get our own demons worked out before we could be together or with anybody else.
So when is the next court date? Like, when is this going? You said you're going to get custody. The custody of the kids is probably going to go to your family. So when is the next court
I
date?
don't know. I don't know. We're hoping there's a motion in place for my parents, but I mean they could always object and just say go for another relative. It's highly likely they'll go with a relative, if not my mother. Hopefully everything goes good with Karini, and she'll be able to get them on a longer basis. Hopefully she'll be able to get them more than her 1 hour a week. But I mean, like I said, she's got a house. She don't have to worry. She don't have to worry about being evicted because her house is paid for by the program. So her bills are paid for and everything else is paid for. So she can literally stay at the house full time with the kids and not worry about a job. So, I mean, hopefully in the next 6 to 8 months, things go positive and she's able to be able to put the kids first above anybody else. And she's able to have them there. I think that'd be a great thing. There's a school right down the road from her, an elementary school. She could literally walk to and from the elementary school, taking the kids to and from school. There's a lot of, things in walking distance that she could do with the children there, at her house. So, and she's got a decent sized yard. She can put some things in the back for them to play with. She can set up a playroom there for them pretty easy. But hopefully, like I said, in the next 6 to 8 months, she gets her stuff together. CPS allows her to have the opportunity, and she, understands how good opportunity it is, and she thrives and moves positive, especially in this moment in time when she don't have to worry about working or doing anything like that. But she can just focus on herself and the kids.
But if Karini made $200,000 in a year of OnlyFans, why would she stop? Like, why would she stop?
Because of the allegations and everything else going on, Karini's visa appointment got canceled, and that's all kind of still pending. But things like that and making those type of allegations allows her to get free stuff and the free programs. Now, she could actually make more money and take everything else on her own doing other things, but she's decided, she wants to, her friends and everything started this path and they started this thing and these allegations, and that's the path they went down. So if she was to go back on OnlyFans, obviously it would make all her current and other allegations proven false, which could in turn possibly make her have to pay back all the money that the program has paid, which could cause more issues in situations, or the fact of making false allegations and everything else. There's a lot of things into it. So, I mean, in all, too, I don't think Karini psychologically could handle being on OnlyFans again either. I don't think it's a place that, she could really needs to deal with or be with everything else. I think it's a lot for her to intake. Now, like I said, temptation and everything else on that. I think all in all, it's good that she's not in it. She's not involved. It's good she's walked away from it, and hopefully she stays away from it and she doesn't go back to it. Hopefully, when she does decide to go back to work, I'm hoping that in time she goes back to school, she gets her certification, and she creates her own business. That's my hope and hopeful dream that she hopefully gets to go accomplish. Because I firmly believe she can do that. I believe she can create her own lucrative business and she'd be great. She'd be her own independent business owner and it'd be wonderful. And you know, you can't do OnlyFans forever. I mean, you can't. I mean, your body's only going to look like that for so long, and people get bored. And it's not guaranteed income. With her own business, she's always going to have clientele with her cosmetics and hair and everything that's like that. Like I told her, it would be cool if she get her driver's license. We get like an old school bus, something like that, right? We could change that and take a little like a mobile like beauty parlor, like hair salon type thing on a bus. She could go places and then do events. You know, like for example, let's say it's a wedding. Well, they all the brides and they can do everything right there at the church. And there's a problem, they can go back out to her little makeup cosmetic bus, whatever you want to call it, get fixed up, go right back into the wedding. Be her own mobile unit, and she could drive around to different events and do things like that. I thought it was a good idea. I thought it'd be good. She started out first, I found a place where she could have like a booth where she could do like start with Brazilian clients, speak Portuguese, and from Brazilian clients, she could work her way up from there, build up her confidence level, and then of course, doing the whole mobile situation, which I think she could be extremely successful at. She's also very good at cooking. She's also very good at cooking common, everyday things and mixing Brazilian American. And if she wanted to do like a little cafe amongst that, I think her food would sell. I do. I think she could sell, make some food. She could sell, and she could do very good in that. So I think Karina will get herself enough credit in regards to things. OnlyFans was very easy money, very, very easy money. But I think if she got her certification and she went back to school and she moved in that direction, she could create a permanent career that she could have for the rest of her life. And she could always be, financially independent and not worry about having any man or any person or any program to pay her bills, because I think in all, she could do that. But OnlyFans, you can't make $200,000 a year forever. You can't. People are not going to keep finding that stuff.
She's in a program right now for what? Abused women? Is that what this like? Why is she getting all this free stuff?
Because she says she's a victim of human trafficking.
Because what?
She's a victim of human trafficking, she said. She's claiming that she's a victim of human trafficking. So as a victim of human trafficking, they give her all this free stuff.
Who trafficked her?
I'm not getting into it, man. We were on a television show. We were on a TV show for 4 years. So, I mean, apparently she's a victim of human trafficking. I won't get into it, but someone else took her in there. Claims were made that she was, came to America and everything else. And she was human trafficked and things against her will and all this stuff. So apparently that was one of the claims. Apparently, yeah.
So she is in a show, like a program, because
Yeah.
she's claiming that you human trafficked her, took her to America as like a sex object, right? And
Yeah.
now she is getting the free housing and all this free stuff, and she lives for free and gets money, and because of that, she's not doing OnlyFans because that'll interfere on her free residence, and because you human traffic. That's what she claimed that you, and they believe that story. Is this an American, like this is a Brazilian agency that's giving the money, or is it American?
American. It's all American. It's all American and everything else. But like I said, man, I mean, I don't know how long that keeps going for her or how long they'll keep giving her free stuff, when that thing's going to end. But, if it was me and I was her, I would go back to school, get her certificate, start her own business, because she's going to have to pay. Eventually, she'll have to start paying her rent. Eventually, she'll start paying her own bills. And obviously, going back to that to pay her own bills would be a stupid decision. So the best thing for her to do would be to start her own business and, at least go into an industry she likes. I told her before to get a job. She liked doing cosmetic and makeups. Why don't you get a job at Macy's or Dillard's or go somewhere where you're doing cosmetics? You do a great job at it. You thrive at it. You love doing it. Why not do a job you love? She goes out and goes to jobs like painting, or she did the hotel cleaning for a while. She didn't like that. She tried going in painting. I guess she did some stuff with some paintings with she worked with a bunch of, other immigrants that did painting jobs. She didn't like that. And every job she did, she didn't like. So she's, like I told her, it's like, you love doing makeup. You love doing this stuff. You like doing video stuff on it. Why don't you just, go to somewhere like I said, these department stores or any of these places. I mean, she could even work at Sally's. I mean, you can't really do hair and I mean, you can't do makeup stuff there, but you can at least go there and sell products that you'd like to deal with and you're knowledgeable about. But she could easily go, like I said, Macy's, Dillard's, any of those places, J.C. Penney's, work behind there, make friends. She had friends at Makeup Counter. They even told me they were hiring. They would hire her. I was like, get a job there. She's like, oh no, I can't do it. It wouldn't work out. I was like, they'd hire you. You'd sell a lot of makeup. You do great. I think you'd be wonderful there. It'd be a good, respectable job. Why don't you do that? She didn't want to do it. Didn't want to go through with it. She said, I'd rather not do that. I don't feel comfortable doing that. I was like, I know it'd be working towards getting your own thing, your own business, whether she sells cosmetics, she sells makeups, or she actually, like I said, does like a hair and beauty thing that she can do remotely and do events like weddings and other things like that, which I certainly think she believes she could do. I think she could sell her own makeup. We had discussed it before with the company where they're trying to work out a deal where she'd have her own line of makeup products that she could sell and promote before everything went to crap in a handbag with everything going on. And I think that would have been a successful thing for her to do and promote. She could even do, sell Mary Kay or something, remotely, and I think that she's knowledgeable enough in the products. I think she could sell the products. I think she's, good with people when she starts talking to them. Once she starts talking to them, she's a little shy at first, but when she starts talking to people, I think she'd be very good, thriving in an industry that she enjoys. But for whatever reason, she says she's not confident in that. But no, I think going back to OnlyFans not only would screw up her thing or possibly cause her other complications, would just be also mentally toxic for her and everything else. So her best thing is to advance away from that. And you can't stay in that industry forever anyway. You can't stay in that. It's not going to be that way every single time. Yeah, it was like 200,000 for here, but it's not going to keep going like that forever. With something that she can get an industry that can be a career that she can last in. And I really do. Like I said, I've seen her work. I've seen her stuff. She gets very dedicated. I've seen her do other people's makeup. In Brazil, she did a makeup course she graduated from, and she would do girls' makeups. And she was very good at, being able to really, I guess, what I'm looking for, where she would see their positive features and she'd bring them out. And then the things that I guess were, I won't say negative features, but the features that they wanted to hide, she was very good at doing that and bringing out their other features. She's very successful at that. She had a talent and knack, very artistic.